Blitzers, Nerf Clan, welcome back to the channel. This is Ronan. We got a Hellcat review today and a couple of really good games. First by me, second by Lech. Looking at the Hellcat, looking at the parameters there on the right side of your screen, there's a few outstanding things about the Cat that I think are worth noting. First, the DPM, 1800, good pen, 160, 225, 122, terrible shell velocity, good HE pen. That's one thing that I like about this tank. Terrific aim time dispersion and good dispersion angle, -10, +20, and the tank is fast, 65-15 reverse. It's very fast. It's got a massive weakness in two areas. One is the turret traverse. Turret traverse is 19.44. For a tank that goes 65, it's very slow, and it makes you not be able to play it like a light. The second here is being shown right now. This thing can be HE'd from the front. It can be HE'd from the back. It can be HE'd from anywhere. The only place you really don't want to shoot it is the gun mantlet, which you see there, is got pretty good spaced armor. And if you were able to see it there, I just popped the VK28 in the rear with HE for a big roll. The alpha on this tank is also what makes a big separator. I'm not a big alpha guy myself. However, it's really nice when you're popping people for 230, 225 all the time, and you can HE to roll 300. And you see that there, 207 finished him off. Most tier 6s, including even tank destroyers, that would have required another shot. And it's important with the Hellcat because you can't trade shots. And you'll see that here for me. I'm playing the Tiger right there. And the Tiger obviously is not a tank I'd want to brawl with. I come up to get a shot at him here in a second. And when I do, you'll notice that it's, he pops me for 203, which was a miracle. He probably either shot HE or just shot AP and I guess easily penned me. But I can't do that. And you'll see in a second, he'll just start looking at me. And the thing you got to do with your Hellcat is you have pretty good camo. Use your camo. Don't be still. This is not a light, even though it's moving fast. The tank it reminds me of in terms of its mobility is the Hellcat Hellsing. The Hellsing has kind of very good fast forward, but then is not great. Then I pop the Tiger. You see the pen on this tank is also quite strong. I think I did that in the AP on this side. And this game's all over. My teammates were busy capping C, so we had the bases and did the rest. This was only an MC1, which was unfortunate, but it was probably because their opposing team was a bunch of idiots. You can see right there, I popped that Cromwell for in the rear for like 260 with HE, and this game's all over. So the thing for the tank, and I think Lech does a tremendous job of using it, is you got terrific mobility. That mobility is not for brawling. It's not for I don't know, snapshotting and these types of things. That mobility is to get you places. And when you get to places, you have a -10 gun depression that you can really put to work. So we got Lech here at Hellas. I will just tell you right now, the ending of this game is as interesting as any game I've watched. And, if you had this game at Vegas at the point, and I'll show you, and we'll get to it in a minute, I would bet it was a 99%, probably 99.9999% Lech loses this one. Now, part of it, the fact is it is supremacy, but the other part is just really good skill by Lech and utilizing the tank speed. So he's a Hellas. Lech goes middle here, which is not the ideal place, I guess, for the Hellcat, but he wants to get spots, and the Hellcat can spot. Renee from our clan recently mastered it by, I think an MC1 with just pretty much spotting damage. And he gets into a little bit of a brawl here with the Chaffee, which is a good tank to brawl because you can actually HE the Chaffee pretty much anywhere, and the HE pen on the Chaffee is probably even too low to do much there. So Lech pounds him there. That was AP. And meanwhile, he's trying to get shots on that SU-100, being very careful because the SU-100 with the big cannon can pop him for 500, 550, probably not in the turret, but certainly in any other part of him. And so Lech is trying to get shots on this. If you were looking at the mini-map or elsewhere, you can see that Lech and this T-43 are over here at C. The opposite team is pretty much at B, and right now, Lech, all that's really left over there is a heavy on Lech's team. Now, the good thing is Lech and his fellow idiot here were able to, this guy on the T-43 who insisted on going out sideways. So idiot's gone, and Lech able to clear the SU-100, and somebody else cleared the Sentinel. The problem is Lech's got a VK30D running full health, full speed, and that is not a great position to be in a Hellcat. 226 hit points for Lech, so that is maybe a 2-shot for the 30D, or maybe again he can HE this Hellcat from anywhere. But by the way, I will tell you, if you're facing a Hellcat, check your HE, whatever you do, because a lot of times, again, you can just HE him right in the front hall. So Lech took another hit. He is down to 11 hit points, which, as you can probably imagine, is all he's going to finish the game with. He's got a JGPZ pushing him. Lech gets a beautiful shot using the gun depression. Now look at this. He is a 2 against 3. That is one thing you notice here. But look on your left. There is a full health Tiger and a full health Smasher and a tier 6 Hellcat. Now, what Lech realizes here is he has absolutely, positively no chance of really doing anything to those two. And even if he can snipe them, there's just not enough time to do any damage. His colleague there in the JGPZ did help, so the guy probably deserves some credit for that, but he was a no camo noob, and he, I guess, decided to face off with those two. Also, he had nowhere to run. That's a slow tank. But Lech had 2 bases to their 1. He's got A and C capped. He also noticed that the Tiger and the Smasher were kind of alone, so that means that this, I think it's an AC Sentinel that's loose somewhere up to something. And he's got a good point lead. It's 8:45 to 7:30. So if things continue, Lech could win this in about 30-35 seconds. But they're going to cap, and that is going to be tricky here. So Lech does what he has to do. He goes to B, spots the Sentinel, pounds him for 203 in a snapshot, and then gets on base. This is the move of the game here, because what this does, obviously, even if he doesn't cap B, it stops their points from accumulating. So right now, basically, Lech's accumulating, they're not. Now they got A and C, and now they have 2 bases to Lech's 1. And the bigger challenge here is this just extends the amount of time. In terms of point, I believe Lech would have got it anyway. What a shot on that AC Sentinel. Few tanks can really do that. But he knows he can win this. The problem is he's got 2 tanks that can easily kill him in seconds. And you can see the count. So it's 975 to 820 here. Lech's still holding on. He's trying to cap here, which was probably more of a distraction strategy on that Smasher. 995, 1,000, 2 full health Smasher and a full health Tiger go down to the lose. They call him a coward. It's called a genius, you idiot. And what a great game. Mastery for Lech, 2273, 4 kills, 1,053 base. What a game. Well played, and really did do a terrific job of realizing the position. The Smasher and the Tiger were not good players. The Smasher in particular was stupid, and that's come in a rash recently with all the new Smashers out there. But terrific job, Lech. Congratulations on the great game and the mastery. And everyone, please subscribe to the channel.